Alright, I got a green thing.
Yay!
Super sweet.
So I should definitely cough into the mic right now.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Three Galaxies.
Woo.
I hope you all had a good week. I hope you recovered and slept well. And, because I didn't.
That's rough, buddy.
It took my wife half an hour to get me out of bed on Saturday.
I've been sleeping better. That's good.
Good.
These are
That is
things.
good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Sweet. All right. So, we ended last session. I don't typically like ending sessions in the middle of a fight, but we didn't have much of a choice. So, hey, guys, hot take. You're in the middle of a fight right now.
What?
I thought we were at brunch.
Nope. I
How
know.
the fuck did that happen?
Where the
I
fuck
know.
are my
It's
pancakes?
unexpected. But you're in the middle of a fight. You are balls deep in vampires right now.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that, Squee. I did not consent to this. I want out.
That's the thing about vampires. They don't actually. No, I guess traditionally vampires do often get consent. They kind of have to get indoors
I need to.
a lot of times.
Vampires is the ball pit of monsters.
Are they the Dash Con?
Oh
Jesus,
no!
why would you ever mention DashCon?
God, that's a throwback. Oh boy!
That should have been the last map. Just a concrete room with a ball pit in the middle.
Oh,
Oh my
God.
god,
30.
Squee!
Alright, we're doing the entire season over again.
You're ruining my ending. I was going to make the room with the clacking teeth into a ball pit. Damn it!
There's like one vampire spawn just standing there like woo.
Wee.
Oh my God!
We didn't have these when I was turned.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Isaac's home village sucked. They never had fun or color.
The
Oh,
only color
that could
ball
have
pit.
terrible implications, Squee.
Oh God!
Squee!
Colorful colors.
Did you
Everything
really?
everything in your village is brown and dusty. Oh God damn it!
Stop living in the earth.
I just give up.
Oh God, this is a great session
Yeah,
start.
yeah, try to take yourself out of this one.
Oh God.
I mean, look at Isaac. He's got a brown duster.
Yeah, you sure are just neutral colors. I just tried to combine mate with brown.
Isaac,
Mru? Yes?
you're not charmed anymore, fella.
Yeah, I'm not charmed anymore. Woo! I saved.
You see the light, and all of your hatred returns in a. Oh, so sorry. I should get kind of serious here. It is very jarring for you because vampires have been Isaac's. You could say if he had a nemesis, vampires could certainly be considered one of them.
Absolutely.
And your feelings for them have been quite strong. And it's like realizing in a split second that your best friend was actually your most hated enemy for most of your life. That's a fairly large roller coaster of emotions to go through in about a second.
Yeah, quite a bit. Pretty huge change in emotions. Anyways, so I'm gonna shoot her, and actually I'm not entirely sure what I should do. See, the problem is I was dummy and used all my PPE, but I also saved Lucas, so there's a give and a take. I also forgot to mention that I should bring the Silver Star, so I don't have that. So, really, let's go over my spells really quick. Offensive. The only thing I can do is DPS right now. So, I'm gonna shoot.
If only there were targets that needed some DPS.
So, guys, do you think I should focus on the spawns or on the master?
Doeth what thou will.
Okay. With that, I'm gonna put my guns away. Use a quick action to take out a glass vial and throw water over here.
Oh, on Kid?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a throw attack. Your attack plus your dexterity and proficiency.
Okay, so it's basically just gonna be like
it's like shooting a gun.
Gunshot.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So boom, 21 versus AC.
Kid, something hits one of your horns and shatters, drenching you in even more holy water. Go ahead and roll 3d6, please.
Haha, 13.
Okay, give me a second
and
here.
Kid is soaked. Even more.
Okay, a few of these guys are looking very, very bad.
Hey, so I'm gonna action surge and do that again.
Oh, well, okay then.
All right, cool. So another one.
You're gonna drench Kid again.
Oh. He hits the other horn.
Yep. And another
Gotta
16
even
damage.
it out. Oh my god.
Shatter, water everywhere.
Hey, what about Cathar? Is he soaked?
Yeah, he'd be soaked too.
Yeah, just not as much.
That's that one gone. That's that one gone. Oh god, yes, definitely. Okay. So okay. All the vampires around Kid, except for the very top one, are dead. Basically, as the torrent of holy water washes over everyone, they scream in pain as they are burned into the ground.
Oh, those poor victims.
Sweet. So that's my turn.
Okay. All right. She sees what you're doing, obviously, and she looks at you and she goes, No. And she
What are you
closes her
gonna do?
eyes. She closes her eyes and begins chanting. And when her eyes open up again at the end of her action, her turn, they are jet black, no pupils. And the room, everywhere, gently, but undeniably starts shaking. That's her action. Lucas!
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm going to actually take out my my giant cross and show them the intricate detail that was painstakingly put in from an artist, paid for in cats.
Mm-hmm.
To these nice peoples. What do I do? Is that like a they just save or like a
For what are you doing again?
I'm basically using this as a holy symbol and trying to.
Oh yes, they make a will save. It is a will save, and it is your spell save, which would be proficiency, charisma, and 8. So 8 plus your proficiency and charisma.
All right.
So, which I think is what 15, 16, 17 for you, something like that.
17. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, and you're doing it for the 3 right next to you.
Oh yeah. It's a good radius around me. It's a good block.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. No. Okay. You see them. What does Lucas do exactly? You hold it up as a symbol. Do you say anything? Do you?
Oh, do I say? I'm very tongue-in-cheek about this. I really am just showing them, like, look, this is gorgeous. You think Jesus would like this? I think he would.
Piph?
Look, I only know one guy from this book somebody gave me.
This
it comes
gets
up a
you
lot.
bad looks from at least Isaac, probably Father Red too.
No. Father Ezra's probably just nodding to himself, probably thinking, "Yeah, I think Jesus would like that."
Oh my god!
All right. So they screech away from you in terror, recoiling, and on their turn, they will have to try and flee from you. It acts as a turn undead spell for 1 round. So actually, no, I believe turn undead is they use their reaction to move away from you.
I'm looking it up.
What we had for the last time was it was feared, they couldn't move away, and they had disadvantage on everything.
Well, no, so same basic concept. They can't move towards you. It's so there's 2 different types of it, and I used the wrong one. There's one where they have to move away from you, and there's one where they just can't move forward towards you.
Okay.
This is a more apt way to put this, is like a ghetto turn undead spell, which is really what you're doing. You're turning the undead with the holy symbol.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer, censuring the undead. Each undead that you can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move away from you as it can.
Perfect.
And it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It also can't take reactions. Cannot. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there is nowhere to move, the creature can use a dodge action.
So the way this would work is on their turn, they would try to get away from you. It doesn't last for a minute. It only lasts until the start of your next turn.
Sure.
But they can't use reactions. They have to try and get away from you. So the good news is they're not getting away from you right now, but even if you wanted to walk away from them, they can't make an attack of opportunity.
Does he get an attack of opportunity on them?
When they try and move away... Yeah, it doesn't say they disengage. Well, no, I would say that they could disengage.
They make the dash action.
Oh, well then never mind. No, they can't because they're making the dash action. So,
but here's the thing: if you do make an attack of opportunity and you hit, the damage will negate the effect. So I would say no, don't do that.
So you can. It's a fair point. You can, but if you damage them, they will just turn around and.
Yeah, exactly.
Try and bite you.
Yeah, bite you.
All right. So, anything else for your bonus action, Piph?
Let's see. Kid's been having a hard time. I'm gonna.
I see how it is.
I'm gonna give. I was about to say Isaac, and I was like, Kid just got smacked in the head twice by something.
I saved your life.
You know what? Good point.
Kid looks like a dripping cat.
No, go ahead and give it to Kid. I'm just giving you shit.
Like, Kid looks smaller because all her fur is soaked wet.
Kid sees a towel. Can Lucas towel Kid? No.
I don't think so. Cathor really doesn't have too many targets left to focus on. They're dying. They're dying really fast now. So he is going to attack the one next to him with Rapture.
Oh, everyone don't forget about the 1d4 for hits and saves because of the thing that Retu did.
Yeah, the busing.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
All right, so 14 is not enough to hit them, and Cathro does not have the blessing. Only 3 of you do. It was only Isaac, Kid, and...
Me.
Yeah, correct. So, Cathro misses, unfortunately. And next is the survivors. It's the turn of the survivors. So 3 of the 4 remaining vampires turn to flee. Lucas, do you want to strike them?
I do remember that the one that's right of me is pretty low from what I can... That's like a week ago. I might be remembering.
I put so many holes in his chest.
He is low, though he does still look like he's got quite a bit of life in him. You'd have to hit him pretty hard to put him down.
Let him walk away. I'm not going to have him freaking attack my ass.
Gotcha. So the one remaining vampire spawn.
Actually, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
If myself, Isaac, and Anna all do attack of opportunity, you think that would do it, guys? Do you want that one?
I'd rather just shoot them on my turn, to be honest, because I can spend my whole turn shooting them.
Alright.
Because then we can kill the last one and then focus on the boss while I just take them out at range. You know what I mean?
Sort of. I mean, like, they only do this for, like, one turn.
No, they do it permanently.
No,
it's
just one turn.
For the rules of this particular weapon, it's just this one turn.
Oh, okay. Then, I guess.
Yeah, it might
my
be.
only attack of opportunity would be slashing them with my gunblade.
Well, that is why you built them.
Yeah, I would only be able to attack that one. Lucas could attack one, so one's going to be able to get away.
No, as in, like, we all focus target one, so we all use our opportunities.
Yeah, sure. Fuck. Let's all attack this one. Sure. I thought you meant one each.
So we're all surrounding this one guy.
Pedro, no.
Pedro.
Run, Pedro.
Fuck you.
I don't know what to do for
22 versus
opportunity.
You would use your basic mace attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, 22 is a hit, definitely. 20 is a hit.
7.
Oh yeah, I guess I should do that.
Crap, what do I even have for a melee weapon?
Your head?
I do have just a large gun.
You do.
Yeah, you
with
can
a large
probably hit it as an improvised, or...
Oh wait, no, I have the cross. Right, okay, never mind.
Yeah,
you're
hit it with
holding,
the
I was gonna say,
cross.
you're holding a giant cross.
Now what do I have? Hold on now.
You're literally
Hold
holding
on
out
now.
now hold on now.
I mean, this is a
Give me
character.
a hot second to now recall what I...
And remember, it does double damage, so because it's a holy weapon.
What is it counted as?
It's counted
mace?
as it's counted as a mace, but it does double damage to vampires.
Okay. Not a warhammer.
No,
but a mace.
not a warhammer. It's counted as a mace.
Okay. So that's going to be 1d6.
20.
Oh, shit.
Okay. All right. Oh shit.
Oh.
Yeah?
Oh, shit.
So I wish I could show you guys this, but he has 31 hit points.
And we did it exactly.
Yeah, I'm sitting there going, that 7's not going to do it. 4's not going to. That's not going to do it. And then there's Lucas with max damage.
Oh.
Well.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there he goes.
Goodbye.
So I imagine it's something like Isaac slices him with the gun, which slows him down. Then Anna hits him in like the knee with the mace, and it just sets up the perfect headshot with the crucifix.
Both of you just assumed she went for the knees.
Fair enough.
Well,
There are
wouldn't
so many
you
ways
want to make a
one
guy
hit over.
go to his knee? God. Terrible joke. Anyway.
So, not a good turn for them. The other remaining vampire spawn is going to follow the commands of its mistress and attempt to attack Kid. 20 is a hit, and 22 is a hit, unfortunately, even with your increased AC.
God damn
That
it.
is... I'm sorry, that's 13 damage. No,
Damn.
what? 15 damage.
What?
50.
I don't math. 15
don't.
damage.
50 damage die.
15 damage.
Welcome. You must die.
Cyber 6's turn. Cyber 6 has no loaded weapons left. Cyber 6 takes his turn to load his weapons. He loads the barrels of 2 of his shotguns.
Gotta get that shotgun mastery feat.
He was really rolling badly, but his whole thing, like, he can do lots of damage for like a few rounds, and then he's got to reload.
Yeah, he needs to get that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kid.
Mm-hmm.
My poor, soaking, dripping kid.
Oh shit, it's Jay.
Small,
Hey, Jay.
angry, wet kid.
You.
You.
Well, hi. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Is it gonna? Is it?
Yeah.
It's gonna. There we go. Okay.
Giant goddamn cross.
You don't know that's what GD stands for. It could be good damage cross.
Right? Right? So get that good damage in. Come on. 10 damage and doubled, so that's 20 damage.
Doubled against vamps.
Is he dead?
Me? Yeah, he had
Maybe?
19 hit points left.
Take
Excellent.
that.
Now, you've forgotten Owen God over there. Giant God cross. You know about it.
So next up is Anna.
Anna!
Hang on. I
yes.
still have
I'm
another
sorry,
attack.
I'm sorry.
She attacks Cathor.
I would like to attack Floaty McBitchface.
With?
Bomb.
Unfortunately, a bomb is an action.
Oh, fuck. Never mind then. God damn. Can I, like, jump at her and...
Yeah.
How many levels of fighter are you?
9.
Then don't you have action surge?
She already used it.
Yeah.
She used it when they stepped on her, and she went kind of ballistic.
Well, shit.
None.
like
I
4
have
of them
no
doing it.
levels.
She basically got up and just slaughtered 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, Kid was angry.
I don't know if it was 3 or 4 of them, but she did a lot of damage.
Yeah.
You could, so the ceiling's 15 feet high. She's about a little under 5 feet, so you'd have to jump a bit over 10 feet to get there, but I think Kid could probably manage
Floop?
I mean,
Flooping will take the rest of her turn, yeah.
Would that
tell
be
you what, Kid,
athletics or acrobatics?
that would be athletics.
Okay.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Do you think that's enough?
So as you kill the one and it's tumbling over, Kid jumps off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's the image I'm seeing in my mind? If you guys ever seen Mad Max when that guy jumps from the truck with the spear in hand, it's just like full extended body, weapon overhead, just slowly traveling towards their target. Go ahead and roll your attack.
23.
That's definitely enough to hit. Oh my
16.
god.
Wow.
Doubled because it's
Right. That
cross.
was almost max damage.
32. And hang on real quick. I want to do the thing that's
superiority.
menacing attack.
Oh, okay. That's a wisdom save, yes?
Yep. Wisdom saving throw.
No.
Fuck.
But give me a second here. Let me figure this out. All right. But you rolled a critical on your jump. You rolled an incredibly high attack roll. And I mean, compared to what you needed, and almost max damage. You hit her so hard, she flies off of the roof and lands crashing through the table. And stops chanting.
Holy shit.
Ha!
And you land like right about there.
Well done. Little murder flip.
Yeah.
All right. And we were going to skip all that and go to Anna. Speaking of Anna,
is her eyes still black?
yes.
Is it the room still shaking?
Yes.
You stop then. I throw the holy water at her face. I don't remember what I'm supposed to roll again for that.
Roll your it's like a ranged weapon, so it'd be D20 plus your proficiency and your dexterity bonus.
Plus dexterity. Right, 9. Okay. Oh!
So
Having a good day.
So, Kid jumps up, slaps her in the face, knocks her into a table.
Wait.
Hmm?
Was that
Did I
actually
mess up?
rolled?
Yeah, that's rolled.
Yeah,
No, hold
that's
on.
a roll.
Yeah, it's rolling D20.
It should be 1d20.
No,
Oh,
D20 works.
Whoa, okay, no.
I've been using
you did
D20
it.
forever.
Shit, my bad.
So,
Well done.
the second
I also
she
rolled a
starts...
19.
The second she starts to sit up, Ada's just like, no, and just full on, right in the face, shatters a bottle of holy water. Please roll 66 damage.
66, 20.
Oh my god. Okay.
We're mad.
The shaking does not stop, but she's screaming in pain. Anything else for your turn?
I'm gonna not block Isaac.
Gotcha.
Cool.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna go this way in case he wants to shoot up there. And that's it.
So Retu actually stands there as if trying to puzzle something out. Okay, yeah. He spins a little bit in thought, ignoring everything else around him, and then looks up and says, "She's summoning an intelligence. She's summoning it here. Kill her."
I believe we're trying.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Isaac,
All right.
you would know this at least. So, vampires work strangely in the world of rifts.
Oh, yeah.
Vampires are created by what are called alien intelligence, incredibly, immensely, almost godlike beings that are from another dimension. They reach into a dimension, say, like yours, with a very small amount of power and make the first vampire, a master vampire. And that master vampire goes and makes spawns and prepares places for them. And when the time is right, when they have enough strength, they can summon the intelligence and have it cross over. So you at least know what he's talking about, and it's damn terrifying.
Oh, yeah. He's already had a migraine when we've had this entire thing. Like, we already established that that's how he senses vampires, is he has headaches. So he has a screaming migraine. He doesn't want to experience when an actual vampire intelligence comes around. So let's just go ahead and pew, and pew.
On the bright side.
Great.
On the one of them's actually hit. That's the middle one.
Actually, can I use my grip point to try and use advantage on the first one?
You can also use blessing.
Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Isaac has.
Yeah, wasn't he the one that one of the ones? It was Isaac, Anna, and Kid,
But
right?
I will tell you that even with max blessing, those first two, or the first and last one, are not going to hit.
Well, could I have used my grip point to...
Yes, you use a grip point to re-roll that one, and bless might work on that
first
one.
one. Ha! Let's see if... That's melee. Why am I clicking the wrong one? Pistol sharp. 17.
Okay, that's a hit. So 2 hits,
Okay.
please.
So 2 hits. Let's go ahead and kablam and kablam. So that is 20, 30... 35 doubled is 70 damage?
Well, so
Yeah,
Listen. I'm the vampire
what?
hunter.
so there's over 100 points of damage in about 5 seconds. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Thunder guns are nasty business.
When Kid's turn started, she had like 114 hit points, I think. And I was like, that'll take a round or 2 or 3 or half.
Oh yeah, if it was me, absolutely. 20 of me. Throwing spit wads at her. Get off the roof.
So, So I guess I won't be needing this.
Holy
Go
shit!
ahead and I'll just go ahead and just erase this.
Dude,
off.
I think your
please.
fingers are broken.
I don't think we need that
Buddy.
anymore.
think he
We
needs
still
some bones in
technically
those
are in
fingers.
combat, though. We are still technically in combat. So.
You are technically in combat.
Yeah.
As Lucas,
Let me just scroll up to the last two remaining vampires.
it's your turn.
Oh yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
I use my cross on her.
Okay, so she's dead. So don't need to roll to hit. Roll damage.
It's actually a critical. It'd be called a coup de grace.
Yeah, so that's a coup de grace. So that's
should
gonna
roll
be
another D8, I guess.
yeah, another
Yeah.
D8. So that's gonna be 22. 22 to the corpse. There you go.
She's more dead than she even ever was did before. And the shaking stops.
Oh, good.
Whoa.
Do
I'm
our clothes
so
change?
so glad I invested on the pistols that deal double damage to vampires.
Holy shit.
Slain is the beast.
Slain is the beast.
There's still two up there cowering. Actually, they stop cowering as your turn
Are you
commences. Yeah, pretty sure.
Roll an intimidate.
Roll intimidate.
It's rule. No, I don't think that works.
-10?
Yeah.
It's a joke roll.
Cathor steps up around Kid and Anna, takes Rapture, and sticks it in her chest. And then kind of looks up. Well, I mean, you can never be too sure.
Yeah.
Slain is the beast.
Yeah, that's why you got a double tap.
Vampires' turns. An interesting thing happens. As the shaking stops, as the master falls in a puddle, they begin shaking at first, and the shaking turns more violent until you hear cracking. And their mouths open, but no sound comes out as they contort in a violent seizure, falling to the floor before eventually not moving.
Okay. That's different.
I would have moved and attacked myself. That was a probably
Yeah.
pretty poor turn on their part.
Wow. And they're done.
Roll
Okay.
roll me an intelligence check, Isaac.
Okay. Let's see if I do it.
Use your critical thinking skills.
All right.
Oh, use your critical thinking. Yes.
You shoot mine bullets at their corpses.
I actually can do that.
Isaac,
Oh.
God damn it.
you remember a story your grandfather once told you when the first time he took you hunting vampires,
Mm-hmm.
that he was talking about how notoriously difficult vampires are to root out, that they can grow so fast they're almost like insects, and that you have to kill a master. But even killing a master doesn't mean the end. The spawn might still rise up and one day become a master themselves. The only way to kill vampires is to wipe them out entirely, or if you can somehow manage to completely disconnect access to the alien intelligence, if you can completely shut them off into their world so that there's no longer a
Oh
window,
no.
then any of their spawn, any of their prodigy will lose their connection and be as an insect separated from the hive.
Oh shit.
Oh
That's
shit,
so
Sarah's mom.
cool. Oh yeah, that's Sarah's mom.
No,
Wasn't
she
she
was
not
not
fully?
a full-fledged.
Yeah.
thing. She
Last
was a
you guys
thrall.
heard, she was not a spawn, she was a thrall.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, important difference.
So basically, by going ahead and pulling this into another dimension, we accidentally did the best thing we could have done.
It means that any other vampires that might not have been in this room, might not have been on this planet, any other vampires left on center, any other vampires caused or created by this master have probably met the same fate as the two up above.
Sweet. So are we out of combat?
Mustache, yes, you're out of combat. One last thing. The mustache Lucas collapses behind the bar.
Oh, shit.
Yes, Anna?
Anna is going to take a couple breaths before recognizing she's probably going to do something very stupid. But she's just going to kind of go in the middle of the room and go, Vector, have you been watching us this entire bloody time?
Vector?
You
can't be too careful.
Hear anything for a while. Then, everyone roll me a perception check.
Oh,
22.
Kid.
Anna,
Mhm.
when you said that, you didn't immediately see anything, but you heard like faint sound back up towards the stairs beyond the saloon door.
Vector, I hear you.
Very slowly, the saloon doors open, and Vector's standing there. Very outlaw-ish. Leather tunic, bandana around the neck, hat, boots.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
My first thought was just, oh no, he's sexy.
God damn it.
Kenzie, you're thirsty?
Fight me.
He steps into the room, and I mean, there's like blood all over the floor now. Well, not as much actually. A lot of them were killed by holy water, which would burn more than slice.
Floor's still wet.
Still wet, still dripped with blood.
Needs a watch your step sign.
He kind of steps in and goes, well, I have to admit I had my doubts if you could actually pull it off.
God, I want to say something snazzy so bad, and I can't think of anything good. No, what? Fuck it. She says bad shit sometimes. Well, I had doubts that you would keep your word in the first place.
I don't doubt it. I may be a monster. I couldn't convince you.
You're talking to one.
Apparently. But if there is one thing I care about more than anything, more than even my dearest friend, is creating the catastrophe that needs to be done. And right now, trusting you is the best chance I have.
And that's why we should continue to trust you.
If I've done nothing, I've at least proven how dedicated I am to that cause. Would you not agree?
I don't know. I still have a sour taste in my mouth from you shooting your friends.
An action I will have to live with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, well, luckily she gets to live through that too.
I don't expect you to like me or understand me.
I don't.
But you made a promise, and I do expect you to keep it. And he says that, turning to Lucas.
Which one?
I will denote them by saying mustachioed Lucas or just Lucas.
Okay.
Not just
are
Lucas.
there any like doors to the back of the bar or anything like that?
No, like much of the other rooms, there are no exits here. This is the entirety of the building has been turned. This floor of the building has been turned into what the room that you see here.
So there are no doors to get behind the bar.
Oh, the bar itself.
Yes.
There would be over here.
Okay, kid's gonna go around here, and they're gonna look for some kind of rag or towel to dry off with.
Yeah, there's certainly like rag behind the counter. It's kind of greasy though. Looks like what's used to clean the glasses here, and the glasses don't look the most clean.
Kid like picks it up and then looks at it and then puts it back down, and then looks over at mustachioed Lucas. How's he looking?
On the ground, softly snoring.
Okay. Kid's going to yeah, no, fuck it. They're gonna gently pick him up, like bridal style, and walk him out.
Okay. Lucas's hands, mustachioed Lucas's hands dragging on the ground as the 4-foot-tall kid carries him across the room. Oh, right. So the mustache doesn't really work well.
God damn it.
I tried to draw it on there, and I mean, I can, but the second I move him, it doesn't stay. See, the mustache is up here now. I don't know what to do with that. We're just going to... You know what? I know what we're going to do.
Okay, the icon. God damn it.
We are going to... Well, but see, the second you move him, it doesn't matter. We are going to shade him black for Nega Lucas.
Scott Pilgrim, go.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys see Kid carrying Lucas, his knuckles dragging on the ground.
Snoring softly.
And Vector says, keep those two away from each other.
Yeah.
Touch each other, everything dies.
We get it. We know.
We're trying to do the opposite of that while still achieving your goal.
And I will do what I can to help with that. First things first. We have time. You must be exhausted. If you will lower the field, I will go see to the preparations and stay in touch. I'm sure you have plenty to do.
Aren't there, like, an army outside or something?
I don't know. I've had no contact. Have you?
Kid looks at Isaac.
He's mostly just concerned about the vampire that he's already pumped several shots into. She's very dead, and now he's going to...
So basically, it's like, I don't know. Have you?
Yeah, pretty much. He started this whole boss run at 90 bullets, and I'm just gonna roll 1d20 plus 9, and that's how much extra he pumps into her. So he pumps in an extra 22 into her, and
Jesus.
High five for being petty.
hell yeah. 86 bullets left. Oh yeah. High five. All right. And he's going to start doing the ritual of it never comes back. And you guys might want to leave so that he can do that, because it's kind of gross.
Father Reckoning will stay with you and assist.
Yeah. We have gone over it in the past, but if you want, I can go through the steps, at least for riffs, of killing a vampire permanently.
It starts by reading them Dr. Seuss.
No, it starts by cutting their head off.
Yeah.
Starts by reading Dracula, too.
Also,
Yeah.
yeah, victory high five. All right. She
God,
was my
how many
best
crits
friend.
have we had tonight? What
You
the
guys
fuck?
are wasting
Yeah,
all
I
your
know.
crits. You might need those later.
By the way, what happened to my deputy? Is he just gone?
You do not know. He's not here. He was with her when you had the meeting, but he's not here now. Would you like to ask about it?
Who would I ask? She's fucking dead.
True.
Vector? Like, he's the only one we could ask.
Sure. Vector, do you know where my deputy is?
Deputy?
The guy that she was having the vampires feed from.
Ah, the one they called Kyle. Yes,
Yes.
I do know.
Where is he?
I convinced her to send himself to send him and the rest of her thralls back to center, back to where it started. I figured the less people here to hinder us, the better. I couldn't convince her to send her spawn, not her protectors, but her thralls were, shall we say, a luxury.
Okay. That's good, at least. So they're not involved.
Can I get your radio again?
Yeah, sure. He just hands it over while putting a wooden stake into her heart and starting to chop off the rest of her limbs. It's really gruesome work, guys.
An executioner.
Pulls up a chair, sits down, obviously disgruntled. Click. Is anyone on the other side of this?
Hello, Lucas. Are you okay? You hear?
No,
Levine's-
actually, no. I'm not. I'm not doing anything okay. At a certain period, I didn't even know what happened. I was down on the floor and bleeding profusely. Could you get good old Isaac's papa onto the line?
Just go talk to.
Lucas.
I don't believe that would be a good idea at the moment.
No.
I understand you're probably upset, and hopefully this didn't hurt anyone too badly. Well, I don't know what he saw, but he certainly got into position. But perhaps it was the death of his target. He started shaking, and then I don't know how else to say it. He started crying, sobbing, uncontrollably. It didn't stop. I've led him to the other room, put a blanket around him. I'm not quite sure what else I can do. But I don't think he would have been much help to you.
As much as I would like to feel sorry for a man crying, I have to say, there was pretty poor timing. Maybe we could have sat down a little bit, waited for that to pass. I don't know, maybe talked it out. But we really did need him in that last bout. I won't bring it up at the moment, but sure boy howdy, I would like to get an ear of his.
Well, if what you're saying is true, then it looks like we'll all survive long enough for you to do it. If you need help cornering him, I'll be happy to assist.
I'd appreciate that.
So, is it over? Is everyone safe?
I mean, they're dead, they being vampires. Over is always kind of a question till kind of we dust off our hands and go back home.
Hey, Lucas, ask if there's still an army outside.
Still an army outside?
Army?
I think they mean the police.
Oh, no. We moved to a different location. We haven't been bothered since.
They're They're
What
not.
about the building being moved? Is there any reaction to that?
Oh, yes. There's quite a bit of curiosity. There's some maintenance workers trying to enter the area as we speak. It's been dubbed on the local news as a possible black hole phenomenon. It's drawn quite a crowd, actually.
Might want to get the maintenance people out of the building space before we go back. I don't want to squish them.
Yes, that might be wise. Give me about 15 minutes. I'll figure something out.
Okay, then we're good to go back.
Understood. I will contact you soon. And then you hear, as the radio shuts off, I tell him, "Are you okay?" And that's it.
I tell them, honey, you awake over there?
You feeling
Jesus.
better, crybaby?
No,
Okay,
don't
that's mean.
shame him.
That's mean.
No, go
All right,
ahead and shame him. No, I'm just kidding.
His wife's dead
Damn.
and the killer's dead. Let him actually grieve for the first time in, 25 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so now that that's done, you can just delete the pog if you want. There are now 6 fires going in little piles. One for the arm, one for the other arm, one for the leg, the other leg, one for the head, and one for the torso. And we are good. We can leave.
All right. You guys make your way back up the stairs. Your clothes change back as the shift in clothes is controlled by the plane shifter, not the people within it. But you all make your way back up to the center room where the NPCs have been waiting for you.
Woo.
And the first to greet you is Indigo, who runs up and hugs Cyber 6 and looks very worried at him because his armor is incredibly shredded and dented. He did not have a lot left.
He'll be fine.
I'll be fine. He said it first. And you'll hear Heart coming up in her bear armor. So
No.
everyone's okay?
Heart's not in a bear armor.
What?
I'm not bear armor.
Tessa
Sorry.
is in a-
Yeah. She's in the
Motorcycle
the wheel
armor.
armor. Motorcycle armor. Yeah. And she'll come up. So is everyone okay? Everyone made it. No one's vampired.
Yeah, we're fine for the most part.
I mean, I don't know. Is that how that works? Don't you get bitten and you turn into a vampire?
Is that how it
Yeah,
works?
it takes a long time to do. It's called the long bite. I can explain it later.
Okay. And she nods and she looks you over, looking for bite marks.
I didn't get bit.
Yep, kid's still carrying around an unconscious Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
Nigga
move him over.
Lucas. Also-
Inside the room. Go ahead.
Does Vector have a pog?
No.
Hmm.
I've never made one for him. I did not expect him to be a friend.
A quote-unquote friend. So
yes,
why don't
with
we make
high quotation marks.
Very
why don't we make
big
this,
air quotes.
Square Vector? That's
Hang
Vector.
on, I'll find
Square.
something for him quick. Sure,
There
that
he is.
seems somewhat fitting, if slightly
Aw.
pathetic. No, that won't.
No.
Stop moving it.
You stop moving it.
God damn it, guys.
There we go. All right. Anna, when you enter the room, you see Tessa actually is by the downed cyborg, and she's just sitting by, hunched over in her bear armor. like resting on her haunches.
Mhm.
And the soldiers are actually more like in a defensive perimeter type thing. More like that. Oh, actually, no, that's the one that's tied up.
Yeah.
Never mind. But other than that, there's no change. As you walk in, the lead one nods to you. You're back? Not
Yep.
much worse for wear?
I feel a bit worse for wear, but we'll be heading back to actual dimension in 10 minutes now.
Good. That'll be good. No change or anything. He's still not moving.
How about our prisoner?
Quiet. Very quiet. And I've told him if he stops being quiet, I will most likely hurt him.
I thought that was like a kingly, like, quiet!
I'm listening to something.
I paid you!
He says, and if he stops being quiet, I've informed him I'll probably hurt him.
Did we decide what we were going to do with him before?
If you have plans with him, you're welcome to him. Otherwise, we can take care of him.
I mean, I guess we can set him up for trial of the 3 civilians.
Well, about that, if I may, for a second.
Go.
We are not entirely, at least most of us, aren't entirely acting of our own volition. Now, don't get me wrong, some of us are mean bastards, and I know quite a few of us that would have done that for the money without hesitation, but there's something to consider there. We were compelled. Still are, kind of. It's strange. I will tell you the first thing we plan to do with the money you've paid us is get these removed.
That was my intention.
Well, good. We're on the same page then. My only thinking is a court would obviously be very unkind to someone like him. And he lowers his voice. And he's loyal to a fault. And we're all bad guys. But I don't think he ever would have done that on his own.
So don't throw him to the fishes?
If you are okay with it, leave him with us. Bit of time, get the implants removed. We might turn him into a respectable criminal.
Oh, that sounds so much better. She does not say that sarcastically as much as my usual voice sounds sarcastic.
Gotcha. And he shrugs. It's better than watching him hang, or... Actually, yeah, no. For that, they probably would actually hang him.
I don't know how their capital punishment works here, actually. I should have probably looked into that when I first arrived. Actually, I say that out loud. And I probably did look into that. Can I do a roll?
Yeah, absolutely. Do an intelligence check.
Okay. 18.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Death penalties. Oh, go ahead.
I also have a computer with all sorts of Zebron law.
I don't care that much. This is more, did Anna, when she first come on here, going, I am a criminal who might do capital offenses. What's the capital punishment?
Yes, you do know that death penalties are rare. Most of the time it's imprisonment or indentured servitude. For very
How British.
Yeah. For very heinous crimes where they think that you will continuously be a threat to the populace, or in I guess in Anna's a bit more cynic opinion, or when you've just pissed off the system enough, there can be death sentences. They're not public, but they're also not pleasant.
Okay. Yeah, sure. You guys can take them.
Okay. Well then, it was interesting seeing you again. I hope you won't take this as any sort of insult if I wouldn't mind if we don't cross paths again.
Maybe stay off of Cyberon then.
Probably a good
That's
idea.
not a threat. I have a feeling I might be staying here more often.
I've seen you when you're being threatening. I know.
Hmm.
I think it might be a good idea. Get these removed first, though, and he taps the armor on his head.
Yeah, you might get the best surface here.
Yeah. Well, and he'll nod to the other two, and they'll pick up the third guy, who is either unconscious or just limp noodle. Either he's unconscious or he's just completely given up trying to fight anything.
Sorry, I'm just imagining the toddler. It's like, I am just going to accept my fate and be dead weight.
Yeah. He's not dead weight per se. They're not dragging him on the ground, but he's definitely not struggling. And they kind of just group together and go towards the exit and just kind of wait for the all's clear signal.
Oh, maybe go out the back door. There shouldn't be security, but you never know.
Right. Good idea. And then they start going down the stairs. And you'll hear when they go down the stairs, the hell is this? Oh my god, what are those?
It's a good question.
They see me when I'm threatening.
Yeah, it's I think those are the vampires. Oh, and you hear retching. They were not expecting what they found.
Yep.
I think we might have tracked some of the blood in too. It's just...
Okay. It is hooked.
Yeah.
Kid's clean. I think there's enough holy water that nothing would be on it.
Oh, are you caked in blood? Hey, have some holy water.
Don't worry, that's vampire blood. It'll just burn off.
Yeah.
About that time, you get a call, Isaac, on the radio. Isaac? Lucas? One of you there? Hey, it's Levine. We're gonna drop him. We're gonna drop him soon. We convinced the maintenance workers that there was an exposed power line that we saw, and they're clearing the area, backing off about 500 feet. So I'm not sure how you're getting out of there. But at the very least, we're gonna drop it in about 15 seconds.
We can still use the door, can't we?
Yeah, I'm just going to say portal.
Yeah.
Can we?
Yeah. It's still there up in Vector's laboratory.
We just need to reconnect to the correct plane of existence first.
Yeah.
That is important.
Let's grab God,
the unconscious.
Yeah, unconscious big duder. Your boyfriend.
Tessa would pick him up easily in the power armor, and you see her carrying him very gingerly.
I'm usually the strong one.
And,
they can both outpower me now.
Mm-hmm.
And you all kind of wait about 15 seconds, and then there's a feeling of a shift. And your insides kind of squish together again. You feel like you're moving even though you're standing still, like you're accelerating faster and faster, and then you just stop. And when you stop, the room looks dystopian, more black and white marble, like a fancy business office almost. Your clothes are back to what they originally were.
Still wet. Okay.
Still wet.
Yep. All right. Kid looks around and goes, all right, let's go home.
Yeah. Let's head out.
So, real quick, completely and totally out of character, are we still planning on murdering his ass?
I mean, I did joke about it before, but I would completely be okay with it. Because he did murder a lot of people.
Yeah, is that going to be like right now? Because if we wait till later, we probably won't get the same chance.
Yeah, and right now he would be entering our ship. Because he would be going with us.
Well, maybe. Apparently he was here and probably has some sort of escape plan. Unless he was just like, I'll sit here and you'll be okay with that. And when everyone's dead, all the police will appear and arrest me. That's my plan.
I'm Vector, super genius.
Yeah.
He got out of prison once.
Yeah.
At least.
Which reminds me, you guys haven't seen Gloop or Beatrix ever since he let Beatrix go. It's possible they've met up and GTFO'd.
Probably.
Not with our fucking ship, I hope.
Well, no, they met somewhere on Zebron. Remember, as a sign of good faith, he released her to go meet Gloop somewhere.
Okay.
And that
I'm
was
okay with
2
this.
days ago. Yeah, it was 2 days ago.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys on a secret. I wasn't planning on killing the guy. I know you guys were super gung-ho about it. I wasn't going to interfere, but
I'm not going to break that tie, I'm going to cause the tie, because I don't care. Anna doesn't like him, but it's like if she killed every criminal she met that she didn't like.
She would have a lot of dead bodies to clean up.
She's caused enough dead bodies too that it's like I have enough enemies myself. It just makes me hypocritical. So
what are you guys doing? Are you planning on taking out Vector or not?
See, I have a problem with him. He's been a problem since basically the beginning of this campaign. And he shot up a fucking old folk or assisted living home and killed many people. This is a very bad guy.
Yeah, name of greater good bullshit aside, that's fucked up.
Yeah, Anna's just not going to initiate. If you guys initiate, she won't stand back and scold you. She's not going to be the one that be like, "Hey, let's do this now."
Okay, is he in armor?
Yes.
Yes, but not full armor. His helmet's off.
Okay. Are you guys cool with me just coup de grace him?
I really
you guys do your personal.
What would Pa think?
This is the guy that put him in prison.
Yeah, I know.
So he would think, "Good job, you got me out of prison, and you killed the guy that put me in here. Congratulations."
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So, coup de grace. Do you want to go first, kid? Break his knees, and then I can fucking shoot him.
I mean, or I can just try and snap his neck. I don't know.
Okay, sure. Go for it. Do you want me to just hold you up and put you to his neck?
Okay, how uncool would you just make that look?
Wow!
Don't patronize.
I cannot believe you would do that after I fucking clubbed a vampire master off the ceiling like a badass.
Had this image of kid breaking a neck while being held up like Elmo or something.
Just held up like Simba.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Alright, I'm sorry. Go ahead, kid. Do the thing.
Yeah.
Are you doing this when we're
You know
already
what?
all on the ship and he can't close the portal in the midst of his death?
Good question. When are you doing this?
We should do it on the
getting...
ship.
Oh, on the ship. Okay, cool.
Because he's not going to your ship.
Oh, he's not? Oh, well then I guess we're doing it here.
He has no intentions of going to your ship.
Okay.
Good, I guess it's happening in here.
I mean, I'm saying this because it would be very clear. He's not making any modes of following you guys. He obviously has his own methods of getting out of here. I mean, Piph hit the nail on the head. He had every intention of leaving. He just didn't know you were shifting planes.
Mhm.
He didn't want to be anywhere in this building while you took it down. That's dangerous.
Yeah, it is.
So, kid.
You crit, roll damage.
My little fluffy justified murder hobo.
Justified. Oh, good. Yeah, no, kid's gonna try and break his neck. I guess. Yep.
Roll an attack with advantage. I will give you and Isaac a surprise round before I initiate any sort of combat.
Breaking his neck would just be a normal claw attack, right? Or
correct, I would say so.
yeah, okay.
Oh,
22. 22's a hit. Let's see how much damage you do.
This is mega damage.
Correct. So, kid, that's 13 mega damage. You don't
to
break
a human
his neck.
face.
You twist his head off.
ew.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry. That's very powerful supernatural strength doing 13 damage to a head.
So everyone's like, all right, yeah, I feel like everyone's just getting ready to get going. Kid's already been like, all right, let's get moving. And then as everyone's just kind of puttering along, Kid pauses and then starts over to Vector. I don't know, maybe he's on his computer or something like that. And Kid pretty much just grabs his arm by the armor, yanks him down, and just grabs his head and twists. Just this sick, ripping, fleshy sound. And then tosses the head aside.
There's a few shocked gasps. Father Retu, Tessa, kid.
Lucas jumps.
Okay, let's go. And Kid goes back over to Nega Lucas and picks him back up.
What? Tessa's like, what? What? Why?
I never did trust him.
Yeah, same. He was going to betray us eventually, just like he did several times before. Not only that, but he killed several people. So,
what's everyone's passive perception?
12.
20.
16.
16? Lucas?
Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
Is this
My
bitch
passive
still alive?
Passive perception. Oh god, I only got a 2, 4 in perception.
Okay, so not good enough. Anna and Kid, you just add kind of the peripherals. You hear retching in Heart's power armor.
Ooh.
You
Damn.
did just twist a head off in front of everyone.
Yeah.
Then, Heart will take a knee and quickly, disengage her helmet, take it off, throw it on the floor, and just keep retching.
She's probably not going to be very happy with Isaac, but he's going to try and pat her back, grab the helmet, comfort her.
She'll hold up a hand and go, okay, just need Just need a moment.
Okay.
Kid pauses for a moment and looks a little bit guilty, but then just kind of doubles their pace back off to the portal.
And everyone makes their way back to the portal. Tessa carrying
Sam.
and I was trying to think of how to say it. Sam's body, his dormant body, I guess is the best way to say it.
His bits.
You were saying his bitch.
His bits.
His bitch body.
And you guys make your way back to the ship, tired, sore. Some of you incredibly hurt and broken.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. No one got through that unscathed. Except for
Actually,
Father Retu. Actually, I think Retu got hurt. He did.
I did not lose a single HP.
The entire time.
Yeah,
I
fuck you, Isaac.
Did not get hit at all. I have max hit die. I still have second win. I'm still at 101 hit points.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I think I only got hit twice.
If anybody needs healing, I'll just go down to 0 with ISP, because I have 120 ISP still. I'll go down to 0 and heal everybody. So
I mean, at this point, we might as well just sleep it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, also, Kid makes sure to release Ryle.
Yeah. I'll
okay,
heal Ryle.
if you're gonna heal someone, you should heal Ryle, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because all of the healing that I do psychically leaves no scars. So, if you don't want any scars, then don't get healed by me. Bugger on off. Come on.
Yeah.
Go bugger yourself, bitch.
Go bleed in the corner over there. Yeah, Ryle's looks really banged up. He's alive, and when you summon him back out, he goes, "Oh, we're in the ship." And he starts looking around, like trying to do a head count.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's okay, right?
Mm-hmm. You did a good job.
Where's Levine?
Outside. She's fine.
Oh, okay. And that grumpy one?
He's fine.
Okay. That's good. It's good.
The grumpy one's going to his room.
New grumpy one goes to his room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
How much healing can you give to Ryle?
Well, I can do it 20 times. So here's the first one. 8, 7, 5. Do you want me to keep going?
No, I think it'll be fine.
Okay,
he
cool.
was down. Hang on, let me think here. Let me look at his character. Oh, yeah, he was down about 130 something hit points. So 20 should be more than enough to do that. Well, yeah probably. We'll say for the sake of expediency, you expend all your points doing it, but you're able to heal him.
Yeah, basically. That's what I was saying. I'm just going to drop to 0. Right. If anybody needs healing, to heal up. Use your hit dice, whatever.
And about as you're finishing up, Levine and Adele make their way back onto the ship. And Levine's like, you should see the looks on their faces when that building came back.
I honestly don't want to when they walk in.
Yeah.
Right. Well, yeah. Good point.
So, is there any other business we have in the future? Do we need any materials? Any gadgets, gizmos?
Hart, who has cleaned herself up, is removing her power armor, and she goes, Anna.
Yeah?
His name was Sam, right?
Yes.
Well, we need to hurry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Isaac,
Mm-hmm.
I know you're tired. I know. But I need the help.
Oh. What are we gonna do?
Save
try and
her
fix
guy.
Oh boy. Okay.
You said that you're down all of your ISP, correct?
Yeah.
Kid will hand you back the necklace that you made for them and say, just in case you need it.
Okay. Thank you.
Hmm.
And I'll do my best.
So, if you guys would make your way to the engine room, well, no, you wouldn't go to the flipping engine room. You'd go to one of the medical bays.
I was gonna say we've got
do we go to
entire
barbecue?
rooms.
Put that there. And Cathor would be joining you as well.
Hey, look,
So-
it's Sarah.
Oh, also in the meantime, Kid's gonna stash other Lucas in one of the rooms and leave a very messily scrawled note of "Please leave yourself alone."
Where's that one Arthur mean?
Well, now you got Lucas howling. Good job, kid.
God damn it! You can't tell me what to do.
I will not leave myself alone. Starts touching his cheek. Ah! All right. You put the body of Sam on the table, and Hart brings forward what looks like a suit of power armor, but it looks heavily modified. And inside is a housing of sorts. Looks like it's designed to... Well, you know what? Everyone roll me a perception check. Or no, intelligence check. This would be intelligence.
Oh,
Oh.
whoops.
Oh,
Still got a crit.
I got an 11.
I got an 11. High five.
Isaac,
Yeah.
looks like a housing shaped to fit a spinal cord and a brain set into the chest of the what looks like power armor?
Kind of similar to what Cyber 6 has, pretty much.
Yes, kind of. Not as high tech, definitely.
Yeah.
And Hart says, Cathor, and she's talking to Anna, and Hart still has, it's just kind of sad, she still has some mess on her face. She hasn't gotten
Oh,
it
you
all.
didn't have to call her out.
I'm painting the picture here. She's completely focused, and she says, Cathor told me that we might need to, well, it makes much more sense now. We need to try and move what's left of him to a working body as quickly as possible.
How quickly?
We have to start now.
Okay.
Yeah, the quicker
The
the better.
power core of his is draining, and if his real pieces don't get sustenance of some kind, they will not last.
Then do it.
I want you to know I'm a great mechanic, but I'm not a doctor. I can't...
I understand. But we're also kind of wasting time, aren't we?
Right. Okay. Isaac, I need your help.
Sustainable now, fancy later.
Okay. What do you need me to do?
I'll handle releasing the mechanical parts, but you have more experience with, well, organic material than I do. I'm going to need you to move it.
Oh boy. Okay. I will do my best.
All right. Isaac,
Mm-hmm.
you know that you can't just like grab it and move it with your hands. You're gonna have to use the medical equipment, so you start sterilizing it and getting it ready while Hart kind of starts diving into it. Cathor is sitting at the suit of armor and kind of turning it on and checking the power systems.
Mm-hmm.
Anna, this takes about 5 minutes of time where no one's really talking, everyone's kind of focusing, and you're just kind of left there standing, just watching. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to do? Any way you want to try and help, or what is Anna doing?
Guess you guys don't need electrical stuff.
No. But would her telekinesis help move the thing?
Yes, if she does well with it, it would certainly prevent any sort of infection.
Would you be willing to do that? You would be taking his life in your hands. Although you'd probably be doing a way better job than I would.
I'm just also double checking how much how much it costs. I can try.
Well, let's do
Catherine
this.
would look up, how steady is your telekinesis?
My teacher would put me through several tests to try and make it as steady as possible. I wasn't always the best student, so like riding a bike.
Cathor nods and then goes back to the power armor. So with that, actually, Isaac, you can show Anna exactly what needs to be supported. That Isaac would tell Anna, of course, you have to support the brain and the spine equally so that they don't fall.
I think what he would do is try and grab a facsimile. And because he has telekinesis, he knows exactly how to describe it, how to do this, do that, support it here, support it there, move it directly here, and so on and so on.
All right, Isaac, I want you to be. You know what? I want you to roll me a wisdom check. And the idea behind this is, how good are you at this moment, at this stressful time, of imparting knowledge? Intelligence is knowing it. Wisdom, I'd say, would be teaching it quickly.
Okay.
All right. Anna, I want you to roll a wisdom as well.
Oh, good.
I know.
Lovely. 19.
Okay. Isaac,
you understand what I mean, though.
Yeah. Isaac is doing his best. It's a stress. He's exhausted. You're exhausted, but you're understanding. He's making it easy enough to grasp. Maybe a little too easy.
There's a lot of side eyes going on right now.
So with that, Hart says, "Okay, you ready?"
I suppose.
All right. The second I release the clamps, nourishment and oxygen will stop flowing to it. You have to move as quickly and carefully as you can.
Nods.
And she'll look at you and, good luck, Anna.
Smile.
And she'll close her eyes. And the clamps release. Anna, I'd like you, this is odd sounding, but I'd like you to roll me a check with your telekinesis. Basically make it like you were making an attack.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Oh, Kenzie. Isaac.
Yeah.
Squee, give me a win.
Roll me a...
Wait. Since there is assistance going on, would she be able to do it at advantage?
Kind of. Isaac, roll me the same type of roll.
Attack. Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of attack would it be?
So a telekinesis attack, or would be basically a D20.
I have a telekinesis attack. built in.
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Okay.
A 19. Okay. Anna, I mean, you're good at handling stress, but this is a whole new level. You know, everything that you had, your father has stripped from you except for Tessa and except for this man, what's left of him. And if things don't go right, you lose that too. And as steady as you try and be, as calm as you try and be, part of you breaks under the pressure and the brain starts to slip to the floor. And in a horrible, sickening moment, you know you've lost him. You know you've screwed it up. And then it doesn't. Isaac, right next to you, ready, reacting with amazing speed, also reaches out telekinetically and catches the brain before it dips even more than an inch.
Using the last of the ISP from the necklace, which Kid gave him.
And together you're able to gently place it into the new set of armor. The second you do, Cathor clamps it down, and nourishment starts returning to the stem and the brain. Oh, it's really fucking...
Holy shit.
Anna
So good
collapses.
call. Good call.
Sorry,
with the necklace.
Yeah.
So if Isaac had rolled poorly too.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Holy shit, you got a fucking 19.
I did.
Oh man.
Oh.
Okay.
With that, I think like everyone in the room just kind of, because everyone saw like had that sickening moment where it's just like
Collective breath.
It's okay.
No, Anna's collapsed. Anna is gone. She's passed out.
Oh!
She faints.
Okay.
Oh, goody. Well, let's clamp him in, and then put her up on a bed, too.
Catherine's already closing up the suit.
Kid's gonna gently try and wake her. That'd be a medicine. Or is she just down for the count?
No, that would be a medicine check.
Yeah. My god.
We really did waste our 20s on joke rolls, Laura.
So Kid just like lightly smacks her and then smacks her again.
What you think is lightly is you're tired. You're not.
Oh.
Turn what was a faint into full unconsciousness. You bean her out.
Put her on the bed. Stop hitting your sister. Just put her on the bed, okay? She'll wake up.
I'm sorry.
Stop hitting your sister.
Rolling ones.
God damn it. Holy shit, this is why neither of us are doctors.
Yeah.
Quick, grab Avery.
God.
So Anna goes on the bed next to, on the other side, suit.
Now we have 3 people in this med bay.
One's a shell.
No, there's also what's her face, Miss Felina.
Felina, yeah.
Yeah.
God, is she watching this?
She's watching all of it. She can't go anywhere.
Yeah. She's paralyzed.
She could be taking a nap. You don't know.
No, this is her soap opera.
She's like, here, let me get out of your way. Starts crawling to the door.
Oh my god.
Don't squeak.
Okay.
Squee.
No, she's there. She's been very quiet and respectful this entire time. Like looking away, trying not to pay attention. Obviously, this is not her business. And Cathor would then look up and go, I think they all deserve their rest.
Yeah.
And then,
How many medical beds are in here?
Like
I
8?
think there were 6. I think there were 6 at least.
Yeah, 6 to 8. Something like
Okay,
that. There's plenty of room.
Kid's exhausted. They're gonna sleep on one of the beds. They're just gonna like, okay, I'm done. And like crawl up and curl up on the bed.
Cathra kind of looks from Kid to Isaac. Isaac, I think it would be a good idea to take her a stroll through the ship. Let her get out of the room for a while and explain things.
Okay, you cut out. Take who through a stroll of the ship?
Miss Felina for a stroll through the ship.
Yeah.
Let her get out, and he looks directly into your eyes. Explain things.
Yeah. Seems like a good idea. He will help her into her chair and take her around.
All right. And with that, like everyone else except for Kid, who's also fallen asleep, leaves the room.
Yeah.
Oops. That's the text.
He'll tell Hart that he'll meet her back in his room.
She'll nod. And she'll start making her way to the room. Anna's asleep. Sam's asleep. Kid's asleep. Kid's like over here somewhere. So, Isaac, you're pushing Felina through the halls, and she goes, "Did everyone return safely?"
Yes, everybody did. We were able to vanquish our enemies, including Anna's father, Anna's mother, Kid's mother. You know that they were sisters, right? Sister, brother, sister. What?
I did not. I know very little about you, honestly.
Ah. We were also able to kill the vampire lord, which had wiped out my village. Well, town.
Then I am happy for you.
We also took care of Vector.
The wheelchair breaks as you try and push it, it suddenly stops. Took care of?
Mm-hmm.
You killed him?
Yes.
I thought that you had convinced him to work with you.
We did.
And he betrayed you. And she says, kind of looking down.
He has several times already.
Doesn't. She's silent for a long time, and she looks up. Why? Did you argue? Did you... Did he try to kill you?
Not presently. But he has done a lot of things. And he did some things in there.
I see.
We were not okay with him. As much as we wanted to be, we weren't.
Yes. He was a monster.
Yes.
I know. And I suppose it's true what they say about the cycle of violence. I guess I don't know. I thought maybe you were better than that. Excuse me, Isaac. I think I'd like to go.
Okay. Where would you like to go?
away from you.
Okay. And he'll wheel around the wheelchair.
She will take control of it herself and will start slowly wheeling herself down to the cargo bay.
Except she can't wheel herself down to the cargo.
Yeah, that's right. She'll have... Oh, that's awkward.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to help her down.
I will.
She says nothing the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
Then leaves the ship.
Take her on his back.
Yep.
Bring her down.
God, so awkward.
He will at least offer some money.
She shakes her head. I did not accept the assistance from him. I will not accept the assistance from monsters.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Isaac,
He's
you
just
didn't
gonna
kill
fuck
him!
Yeah, but whatever. He wanted to.
That
And,
is not the same.
Felina leaves the ship.
Would it have been better for me to say that it wasn't him, but in fact her friend or his friends?
Friend singular. It was one move, man.
She probably would have still left, like. Or at least
I don't know.
I think this is a pride thing.
Yeah, I
It's
understand.
not.
I think it's totally up to Isaac. I mean, it's totally in Isaac's character. He's always taking things on himself, on his own shoulders.
Yeah.
Hey, kid, what were you going to do? Yeah, kill them! What?
I mean, no, but they could have, like, tried to explain... Well, I suppose that wouldn't have helped very much.
She wasn't gonna listen.
Oh, I don't know. Kid with the golden tongue.
Yeah.
Yeah, with their -1 charisma.
Yeah.
You don't know. They could have gotten a crit 19.
Crit 19?
So-
-1.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Real quick, before I move on to other things, Isaac, you make your way back to the room. I assume it's a quiet walk.
Oh, yeah.
And when you get back to the room, Hart's just kind of sitting on the chair, staring up at the ceiling. We made it.
We did. Just got one last
Good.
thing to do.
Right. That device.
Yep.
Do you think it'll work?
I hope it does. It should. But first I need a shower. And then some rest. Then we can figure out what we do.
Me too. Such a shame there's only one shower.
There's, well, there are 4, but
Such
sure.
a shame. There's only one shower. She says, like, deliberately walking towards the restroom.
Yep. Such a shame.
All right.
I'm
Anna.
panning up. There's 5. But I get it.
Anna,
Yeah.
you do not have a pleasant sleep full of dreams.
No.
But you're woken up by a familiar voice. Robotic in tone, but familiar. Anna?
She sits up way too fast and probably causes a headache and then just groans.
Anna. I'm so sorry. I didn't make it. Your father found me. He knew.
What do you have to be sorry about? That's on me.
I made a promise to meet you. I didn't keep it.
I didn't wait.
Where are we?
Safe. He's dead.
dead.
Yes.
Yes, I could feel him in the back of my mind when he... Oh, God. And, like, you see his hands raise up in front of his eyes. Anna,
Yes.
what happened to me?
What was the last thing you remember?
I missed meeting you, and he found me, and he was angry.
Oh, no.
And then it's just flashes.
It sure has been 5 years.
5 years.
He turned you into a cyborg. He's been controlling you this entire time, I think.
Yes, I have flashes of doing terrible things in a body that wasn't mine, but it feels so much like a dream.
I wish it were, but I will figure out a way for it to not be like this anymore.
Anna,
Yeah?
I can't feel anything.
That could be a discussion for later, I think.
Anna.
Yeah.
And
Yeah?
there's like silence for a long time. It's good to see you.
Yeah, mate. She's just kind of bittersweet laughing.
And then with that, the arms fall back down in place, and the lights in the eyes dim.
She panics for a second, thinking he dies.
But no, the monitors and everything are normal. There's no change in any vital stats.
She just runs her hand through her hair. Forgot she cut it short for a second. Freaks out about that as well. And just kind of sits there watching him.
Kid, I mean, you're a good sleeper, but your ears are way too sensitive not to have been up by all that.
You know what? Let's. Yeah, no, they heard that. They're just choosing to be not awake.
Right. Sleep. I have sleep. Look at kids sleep good. Gotcha.
Anna doesn't realize Kid's there with her 20 passive.
Right, like okay, she's woken up looking to her left the entire time. Kid's on her right.
Yay!
Lucas,
Yo.
what you doing, buddy?
He's passed out in the kitchen.
All right, then. So I think we can pull this out a bit narratively.
I can give a little bit more detail if you'd like.
Oh my god. Do you have it? I would love it.
All right. So, I'll give you a small side story. Luke is tired and absolutely not taking much from anything. Barges into the kitchen, goes to Ace, and goes, "Make me fresh cheese puffs." And then he stands in the corner of the room waiting, and then passes out, while a very small pool of blood is underneath of him, of his own.
Oh god. Ace, you makes delicious cheese puffs and leaves them by your head. Considers briefly perhaps feeding him while sleeping. Not sure how humans react to that. Yeah, so anyone that goes in the kitchen would find Lucas passed out on the floor. Small pool of blood. It probably would stop bleeding, otherwise he would die. But small pool of blood. And a bowl of cheese puffs. Freshly baked. So, I'm going to pull things back a bit narratively here. Over the next... well, I'll start with the next few days. And anytime anyone wants to do anything or anything, let me know. In fact, I'm going to start with that. Is there anything anyone would be doing specifically, or you can speak in generalities the next day or two?
Heal up and look for alternative body situations.
Gotcha. Anna, you will find that the first few days with Sam is difficult.
Mm-hmm.
It's very clear that he has fragments of memories when he was a Borg, but he was so heavily controlled. And you saw what he was like.
Mm-hmm.
That his personality was so deeply repressed that all he has is fragments, enough to know it happened, enough to remember some of the worst bits, but the very fact that he's no longer in a human body is still something he's trying to adjust to, and it's very difficult for him, as it would be for anyone, I assume.
Yeah.
But over the first 2 days, it is hard, but he understands that he's safe now. You're looking for a body, and you're here. And Tessa as well spends a lot of time. It's strange. Was Anna really ever... I mean, did she and Tessa ever talk about Sam? Was she aware of how Tessa feels towards Sam?
How Anna?
No.
Oh.
I'm saying how Tessa. Does Anna know how Tessa feels? I'm not saying she's in love with him, but does she know what Tessa's mindset towards Sam is?
I honestly don't know if she would unless Tessa said anything. Because on one hand, I think Sam's probably been around the most, but I could also be just I think it could be just, hey, this is someone I like, or it could also be resentment of he took Anna's attention a lot. I could see it going either direction.
Well,
and I don't see Anna being the most observant either.
Well, then this would be an enlightening 2 days for you.
Okay.
Tessa spends a lot of time as well. And she tries, to an unknown effect, to talk to him about memories before he, was transformed.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get him to think back and forget about the now and think about the past. And they would talk about many times where Sam would often act like that cooler older brother or uncle. When Anna had horrible days, because I'm sure, especially given what Anna had to do, she had some days worse than others, and might have snapped at Tessa or been harsher than she meant to or even realized, because you probably executed people that day.
That's also Anna. She's a bitch.
Right. And Sam would be the one to tell Tessa she didn't mean that. It was a bad day, because Sam was there. Sam knew exactly what Anna did. And would be the one to remind Tessa that Anna's not so bad, and also take Tessa to get food or ice cream from time to time. He would also babysitting is not the right word, but sometimes when Anna was sent somewhere, Sam would often check in on Tessa. So she saw him as certainly not as strong as a relationship as Anna had, but certainly one of the few positive influences in her life, other than Anna. You guys were surrounded by a criminal organization. Positive role models basically counted to 2 for Tessa, her sister and Sam.
Ooh, that's not a good bunch either.
Nope. Not the best. But hey, you take what you get. So she is incredibly worried because she's seeing Sam in his darkest hour. And her
Times
talking
2.
about the past doesn't, at least in the immediate, does not have an effect one way or the other. But you can tell that this is genuine. Tessa really cares.
Okay. She'll probably, if it doesn't seem to be working anytime Tessa leaves, she'll go over and thank her for it and stuff.
Tessa would nod. Doesn't talk to you a whole lot about it, other than offering to help find a solution.
Mm-hmm.
And she will. If you go out shopping, which I assume you'd have to, she goes with you. Hart would actually go with you too. And basically what you're shopping for is very specific. It is a bioorganic android parts. So it's synthetic parts, cyborg parts, but that are grown organic. It's very expensive, but it is literally being in a cyborg body that feels and is completely human.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for.
It's very expensive, especially for a full body. Borg conversions the first way is expensive enough. Reversing it is even many times more expensive. And you're on Zebron, which has some of the best medical officers, the Corsairs. To do a full body conversion would be right around the 50 million credit mark.
50?
50.
Okay.
It's almost enough to buy a ship. It's excessively expensive. It's rare. There are people that can do it. And with Anna's friends and abilities, certainly attainable, but definitely an investment. Yes, kid.
Would any of this be shared with anyone else? The amount of how much it's going to be or anything?
The exact amount, I don't know. You all know for a fact that she's looking for a way to, get him back into a normal body. Certainly. But
that it's going to be expensive as hell.
Would you? Yeah, and you would know that's not going to be a cheap thing in any way.
Mm-hmm.
Means, Anna, would you discuss with anyone the actual prices?
Unless asked, probably not. Other than just, holy shit, I hate this, but okay.
Yeah, kid would ask about the prices.
In that case, it will be, the response will essentially be, probably about 50 times what I got.
Real quick, remind me, GM, did we actually drop off the jewels at that one place? Or did that not actually?
At the bank?
You did make a deposit, but I don't think it was with all of the jewels. No.
Mm-hmm.
There is a list on the loot doc that says what's in the Red Lion Bank.
Correct.
Okay. Because Kid would essentially take whatever stash of jewels and shiny bits that they have and dump them before Anna as kind of a pseudo offering of. I mean, it's not much, but it's something.
Kid, you don't need to do this. This is my problem.
I mean, yeah, and
that. Okay. They'll got more of an argument to that, I guess. That just. Thank you.
Kid kind of shrugs and goes, he seems to mean a lot to you, so,
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, they just kind of like awkwardly shuffle off.
Okay. Still dealing with the first 2 days here.
Mhm.
Isaac and Lucas, what about you guys?
First 2 days?
Yes.
Boy. Did you want to go first?
Nah, I'm good with waiting.
Alright. Luke is, in the first 2 days, it's weird. Usually he's very interactive. He, like, tells jokes and things like that. And he's usually very springy and whatnot. He seems like he's a lot more reserved, but he does seem to check in to everybody. Doesn't really stay long. Goes off.
Okay. Understandable. So how do you handle Nega, Lucas? And this is more not just for Lucas, but for every...
Yeah, I was gonna say, he better fucking not be handling him.
You see him high-fiving in the hall. No!
Shit!
Because you have the equivalent of 2 parts of the largest antimatter bomb in existence walking around your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts, guys?
Honestly, I don't fucking know.
Keep him in the room and feed him 3 times a day for now. Treat him.
Yeah, it's only 2 days. But we do need to figure out something.
Give him some stuff to play with.
It's gonna be a bit longer than 2 days. We're just dealing with the first 2 days.
I know. We're just dealing with the first 2 days. Currently, my idea is the easiest way is to just separate them in time. Put one in the past, one in the future, and they can't go anywhere. But
I mean, eventually, yeah, but right now... Oh, right, Kid is going to ask, not Lucas about, whether or not he has his plate with him.
Oh, okay. First things first. Piph?
Yeah.
What's Nega Lucas like?
Nega Lucas seems to be just like what a normal Lucas would be, but he just seems to have a mustache on.
Amazing. On, which means no one's quite sure if it's real or not.
I mean, it doesn't look like it fits, but it's there.
Yeah, and our Lucas has an entire fucking collection of fake mustaches. You don't know.
Yeah.
It's very true. So he acts very similar to Lucas. The only way you really literally tell him a mustache on his face. So yeah, Kid, you were going to ask him what?
There is one more distinct thing, but it's not by his appearance.
Okay, what is the distinct thing?
Oh, you'll find out, don't you worry.
Oh, gotcha. All right, so it's not immediately noticed.
No.
I mean, does he also have a jello finger?
No.
No, he wouldn't.
Okay, so then that's something physical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, Kid would ask him if he has his plate with him.
Oh, you know of my plate, do you? Oh, that's great.
Jesus Christ.
If you have to warn me about these things.
Specifically, I wasn't going to.
Oh my god.
He gets his pack out that he struggles in. There's plenty of Lucas-like items in there, and he pulls out a fairly mundane dented metal plate.
Okay.
I keep it on me at all times.
Gotcha. So we're gonna need that to blow up a planet.
What? Why would you do that? And with my plate, too.
Because otherwise you would be the bomb. And
I am the bomb.
no, literally, like you.
God damn it.
I am the bomb diggity.
I'm trying so hard to stay in character.
Hey, how do you think I felt telling What's-Her-Face that we killed Vector?
Oh my god.
That was hard too.
Not the same experience, bro.
Definitely not.
No.
Anyways.
Still.
But yeah,
He's hugging
Kids
his plate
just-
away from you.
yeah, as kids like holding out a hand expectantly, and finally they're just like, look, if we don't have to blow up a planet, but we have to do something with the time-space continuum, and that plate is the easiest thing that we have to do that, aside from you and our Lucas, which would destroy both of you, and I don't want that.
There's a second me?
Oh god.
Can I meet him?
No.
Oh.
If you guys...
Wait, if you need my plate, then get his.
Well, yeah, he's already volunteered his. That's how I
You
know
don't need
about
mine.
it. Yeah, no, but what? I oh god. And Kid just like rubs their forehead like, oh, this is gonna be a long conversation.
Tell him about the plate thrower you're building.
Oh my god. We have a friend who's made a catapult just for this. It's gonna be pretty cool.
What are we even doing with our lives?
The
does
best.
He's like, well, that does sound pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. And if we only have one plate for the catapult, it's just not gonna be as epic. Kid says, like, staring off into the distant, straight face, just like, this is my life now.
Does sound... Well, you hold on, you said you'll blow up a planet.
I mean, that was the original event. We're going to try and find something else to do because
Sounds
we
like
still...
a bad guy to me.
I'm sure there's plenty that would agree with you. But it's technically already happened.
I can keep my plate?
No.
Jim is like, I'm done.
Right? Just like, I need to take a break from this bullshit. Oh my god.
You might need to talk to original Lucas.
Yeah.
He's very
Yeah.
adamant about this.
Kid like spends probably a solid 5 minutes trying to explain quantum physics to this guy, getting absolutely fucking nowhere, I'm sure. And finally they're just like, you know what? Fine. And they walk out and slam the door shut. Well, actually, no, they're sliding doors, but still. And then they walk back in and say, stay put, and walk back out. And then Kid goes to find Lucas.
Where would Lucas be? I think he would still be in the kitchen.
Is he still bleeding out?
No, he'd be dead if that was the case.
Oh my
How
God.
does healing work in this?
I mean, you had an 8 hour, so you would be fully healed. You just wouldn't have all your
full
hit die.
HP? Yeah, okay.
Full HP, but half your hit die back.
Got it. So yeah, no, he would not be bleeding out now.
Just lying on the floor eating cheese puffs.
He has a few empty bowls around him.
Oh my god. Kid has just been like wandering around, poking their head into every other room, just going, Lucas. 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 And finally they poke their head into the kitchen and goes, Luke. Oh, there you are.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
Cheese puff?
Sure. And they walk over to you and take a cheese puff and sit down and eat and sigh.
Crunchy, cheesy, a little buttery.
Pretty good. Finally, they like as they're finishing up, they like try and brush off the crumbs, but it just gets more into their fur, so they're just like, oh, god damn it. So I've been trying to explain to not you that we need his plate, but he doesn't want to give it up.
Yeah, no. What did you explain to him that we needed it? And what did you give him a reason to do? Is it we need to throw a dinner party? Do we?
No, I told him that we needed to technically blow up something, I guess, with it.
Well, that would ruin his plate. He probably doesn't want things to explode.
I mean, he seemed pretty interested in the catapult.
Yeah, catapult's pretty cool. But let me give you a little lesson on Lucas. Most people don't really look too hard at us. And I'm very surprised there's more than one. He takes out the plate and gently sets it down on the floor. This is the only thing that I hold dear to me. I don't care what else happens in the entirety of the galaxy, of reality itself. This is what I care about. Well, and me, I guess. Probably more me than the plate, but...
Why?
Well, this little thing is the only thing that I have left of pretty much my entirety of my past. I kind of basically, this is the only thing that really ties the mystery of my entire past to any sort of now. He picks it up a little bit and kind of waves it around. Basically, I kind of existed at around, let's say my teenage years. And this is the first thing that I had that was with me. And to this day, I have no idea why I had it, what it is, or anything like it. It's just a plate, and it has something to do with something before I knew who I was.
So you just don't remember anything before that?
Nope.
Oh.
And I hold this just for the sake of a clue to find out anything about me. But it's usually secondary to, just having fun. See what life takes me and see if anything comes about this. Hasn't yet.
I mean, does it have like a secret message encoded in it or something?
No symbols on it. I haven't really scanned it for any sort of electronic things. No magic, I do tell you that.
I've got nothing.
Yeah. So generally, fairly prized possession of my part. 2, exploding things. So you might not have noticed in most cases, but I usually like to take a lighter touch. You actually should have seen the crew before you came on. Man, they had some bandits. They were executing them one after another in the room. And on my turn, I tried to hide him so the other ones didn't know that he was not dead. So I'm usually very pro-life sort of person.
Kid thinks back to the moment of them twisting off Vector's head.
Yeah. So if you explain to him that this will save lives by blowing up a planet that doesn't have people on it, he'll probably be more persuaded in that sort of front. And as he hands gently the plate, actually he sets it down on the floor and slides it gently towards you. If you have this, it might be a little bit more of a way to convince him. I mean, if Lucas gave you a plate, then why shouldn't he?
Kid picks up the plate and then looks over at Lucas and goes, I appreciate that, but also I would rather not be the one holding the two halves of the world's biggest bomb next to each other.
You want me to be closer to the other bomb, or is it like if like the two bombs are closer enough to each other, cancel each other out? Should I be like get out in the hallway and wave at them?
Kid is suddenly extremely concerned. I don't know. I think it's only like a physical touch or something. Like, yes, GM, God, should I roll an intelligence on this?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you recall the stories from Cyber 6 and also somewhat from Vector. They need to touch each other. Just touch each other. In fact, that's why he only thought he needed, body parts. The more the better, but
Okay, Kid would kind of scratch their chin and say, I mean, as long as you guys don't touch, and I cannot begin to emphasize that enough, don't touch, then it should be fine.
I know, but depending on how much he knows, he might not. He then gets up and gets another bowl that's been sitting like kind of above him because he's been on the ground on a table. Picks that up, full bowl of cheese puffs. You might also want to give him this. I might give him a bit more of a lighter view on things.
Gotcha. Cheese puffs, empty planet, plate. Gotcha. And Kid will pick up the plate, and they will pick up the bowl of cheese puffs. And hesitantly walk back to the room. This time they're gonna knock on the door.
This is fun. I don't have to do anything at all.
Right?
Who is it?
It's me again.
Oh. Well,
cheese puffs.
Cheese puffs, do come in!
Kid opens the door. And they kind of like... They keep the plate like kind of behind them and hold out the bowl of cheese puffs to him.
Oh, goody, a bowl of cheese... Wait, is that a gun behind you? Never mind, give me the cheese puffs.
God damn it, they hand it over with a frown.
Starts crunch away happily. Oh, exquisite.
Yeah, ACU's pretty good.
Who?
The chef, you can meet him later, maybe. I don't know.
Is ACU?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, good to meet you, Chef.
No, I'm Kid. ACU is smaller than me.
I'm confused, but go on.
Anyways, so yeah, so we got off on a bad foot earlier. I said blow up a planet, and I know that sounds big and scary, but we don't want to kill people. We're not planning on that. We're going to try and find a deserted planet that will still get enough attention.
That does sound a lot better. Does still involve my plate, though. And see, then... sorry, what... exquisite things again? It wasn't you, it was...
ACU.
Gesundheit, I get it. Oh, marvelous name.
Jesus.
Patience, Kid. Who's Faba?
I have the patience of a saint.
I don't know
Kid
why.
absolutely does not.
I don't know why this was left up to Kid or why Kid took the initiative, but this is fantastic.
I know. I feel like everyone's kind of like really busy with kind of like personal existential shit, and so Kid was just like, let's get this over with. I don't think anyone actually like denoted like, yeah, you go do this. You're the diplomatic one, right?
I can just imagine Kid. I mean, it should only take a few minutes.
3 hours later. God. Yeah, as Lucas is chowing down, Kid is going to carefully pull out the plate and say, our Lucas has already given his plate for it. Now we have to, and they're going to hold out a hand and go, we have to be careful. Anna, please. We have to be careful because them touching even a little tiny bit will set everything off, and it's just all going to be fucked. Same
Lucas
thing.
stops for a second. He does get like a very serious look, and he kind of squints at the plate. So you're telling me that these two plates touch and they just explode?
Yes.
Why do they do that?
Because they're literally the same plate, and that's not allowed.
Oh, that's why I said not to touch myself.
Yes.
I thought it was something else. Anyway.
Kid just frowns at him and goes, yeah, don't touch our Lucas. That's going to also explode everything.
Makes a lot more sense. I didn't see him.
Yep, that's
that does look like my plate.
It is.
Testing it out will just get us exploded.
If you set your plate down away from you, I can hand you this one.
Deal. Well, yeah, deal.
Kid carefully hands it over.
Lucas, Auntie Lucas looks at the plate, flips upside down, goes like that, and gives it a good whiff. And he goes, yeah, this is actually just my plate. Down to the last detail. Except for these weird orange crumbs that just seem to be on there for some reason.
Oh, that's my fault, sorry.
Oh.
Kid this entire time has been holding out their hand.
Oh, yes, of course. Here you go. Why are you trying to blow up a planet anyway? As exciting as that sounds, it does sound mighty fun. But, I'm assuming you have a little bit more involved than just for kicks.
How much do you know about the Corsairs?
It sounds important, as he smiles stupidly.
Oh, God. So I am one. Jesus. Kid is going to sigh and essentially give him, like, the too long didn't read version of, like, this is how the Corsairs were made, this is what they do, this is how important they are, this is how many, like, they save lots of people. It's very important.
Ooh. Space cops, time cops.
Space-time cops, yep.
So, why are you blowing up a planet?
We're blowing up a planet because that was the original event that got everyone's attention enough to bring together the Corsairs. And if it's not you two, you and our Lucas, that causes it, then it needs to be something else. And I would rather you guys not stop existing.
Lucas actually, like, gets a very ponderish and more serious face. It's like, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I'm down for it. And if this doesn't work, just make sure me and my other friend over there, Lucas, does the whole, touchy thing on the other planet, whatever that is.
Hopefully that doesn't have to happen.
I mean, I'd rather stay here. It's very nice in here. Where am I?
You are on our ship. You want an actual explanation? You can ask Isaac. Or maybe Hart.
I will ask people along the way what their names are. What is your name?
Like I said earlier, my name is Kid.
Right, not ACU. Got it.
Yep. So,
do you have any playing cards or something? I'm getting rather restless.
Sure, I can get those for you. For now, just make sure you keep the plate safe and try not to run into yourself. Please.
He thinks for a second. All right, I won't do that one thing.
Okay. And Kid will head out back to their room, and they're going to grab the deck of fancy playing cards that Lucas got for them at the casino and bring them over to other Lucas and say, please be careful with these.
Lucas gives a salute, a firm foot stomp salute.
Oh my god. This dramatic ass son of a bitch.
First of all, congratulations. You just did the impossible.
What did I do?
Convinced Nega Lucas. Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of. you've made a lot of headway at least. I still have a feeling Piff's planning on ending this campaign by just running at each other now.
You don't know how many times I thought about just jumping over that freaking desk and touching that boy.
Oh my god. Yes, because what better way to start the Corsairs than destroying the Corsairs?
Yeah, on Zeberon. Yep.
Well, no, here's the thing. Weir is technically in a different dimension. It'd
But
probably
you don't know
be
where.
like Earth.
Yeah, it would most likely have been somewhere in the Midwest Earth.
Yeah, so instead
Who
we
knows?
get to destroy...
That probably could have been what happened anyways in the past.
Well, no, Sigma 7 is what was destroyed. Definitely not Earth.
Yeah, but if that were to happen,
to
who
start,
knows?
like, the whole rifts
Yeah,
thing.
who knows? Yeah, to start the rifts.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Maybe.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That'd be fucking stupid.
So, I honestly think this is a really good place to end the session because I think that it'd be good to give you guys some time to figure out a couple of next steps.
Should Burn be given his first 2 days, though?
Oh my gosh, Burn! Yes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man, I waited patiently.
I know you did. I know you did.
Hopefully the shower didn't take 2 days, I would think.
No.
So I'll be honest with you. I expected Lucas to touch Lucas, so I didn't think we'd get to, I'm sorry.
Wow.
By all means, Lucas. What are your 2 days? Like, what do you do? Yes. Sorry. Isaac.
So, Isaac's first 2 days are mostly spent relaxing. Probably trying to spend some time with either his father or his sister. Trying to introduce both of them to the laser gun range, which he spent the time fixing. And, chilling, having some beers, just relaxing, because most of his fight is fucking over.
Guys, hang on 1 second. Sorry, something crashed in the kitchen. Give me 1 moment. Be right back.
I'll wait for Squee to get back to get a response for that.
Yep, that's usually how it works.
So there's only one.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Almost done. Almost done.
Yeah.
I don't like how this is ending at the same time my undergrad's ending. That's too much.
Yeah. You're gonna be entering a whole new phase of life.
Yeah.
Life without 3 galaxies. Or undergrad.
Don't finish that sentence.
My apologies. Sounded like stuff was crashing.
It's fine.
It was, I think. It's kind of a mystery.
So what happens? Do they relax with Isaac?
Right. So that's something I think that should be brought in more to an actual roleplay.
Okay.
Adelum would be literally locked in his room for probably the first 12 hours or so. Theta, giving him space, would come find you eventually, probably after you're showered and have slept a bit.
Yeah.
And she would also have been showered and looked somewhat rested.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll say, Isaac.
Yes.
Just wanted to, didn't really have a lot of time in there, but you fought well.
Thank you. Grandpa taught me well.
Apparently.
Yeah. Hell, I didn't even have to pull out the quote-unquote big guns. I still have some tricks up my sleeve.
Well, you don't want to show everything.
Yeah. Although I will show you this, because this is cool. Is it safe to say that he got at least some ISP back?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to kablamzo scythe. Show her the scythe. Shines
She'll,
with golden energy.
Back. She'll take a step back and she'll be like, "Oh, that's big."
Yeah. It's a scythe. Usually good for cutting grain and stuff, but Gramps liked it for killing vampires because you could kind of keep them at range.
No, it looks very useful. Is it heavy?
Oh no, this is completely light, and he's going to twirl it around with one hand. This is made with my mind.
Right. And like she kind of looks a little sad, like I thought so. Well, guess it's just sticking with my swords then.
Yeah.
And she kind of gives you a grin.
Oh,
I don't know what Father's plans are now. I'm sure he knows. I was wondering what's next for you.
What's next for me? I am not entirely sure, but once we deal with the creation of Zeberon and all that, at the very least I need to check up to see how Pa is, if he was rescued, because that's Heart's father. After that, I don't think I'm leaving the ship, but I don't know how to fly it, so gonna need to figure out how to fly the damn thing. After that, I'm not sure. Maybe bouncing back and forth between times, hanging out. Not really adventuring as such anymore. I think my fighting's kind of done. But that's my general plan.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like strange, you know. A week ago, I was as dedicated as ever. Now it's my purpose. Well, I guess I should say Father's purpose, but still mine. She's dead.
Yeah.
You know, I never much considered what comes next.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't either for a very long time, but it's going to be interesting figuring this out. Hey, do you want to shoot some things for a bit?
I would love to shoot some things for a bit, yes.
Okay. And he's going to drag out a couple of folding chairs from his room and set them up, grab some beers, and just hang out with his sister.
She seems to enjoy herself very thoroughly. About 2/3 of the way through, or I'd say after about an hour, just getting drunk and shooting things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perhaps not the West pastime, but certainly the South pastime. The door would open, and Adelin would come in. His hair unkept, his eyes red-rimmed, his clothes, he hasn't changed clothes.
Well, you don't look very good.
He'd close the door behind him. I wanted to say, thank you.
For killing her?
Yeah. Glad
That's no
that was
problem.
you.
Yeah.
That's not everything. Isaac, I've been thinking a lot since we got back. And what I did was unkind to you. but your mother's killer had to be found.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
I don't expect you to forgive me. I don't deserve it. None of that. I'm sorry, Isaac.
Well, we have an extra folding chair. We have some extra guns. Why don't you kick back? Sure, you left me with Gramps. He wasn't that great of a father figure, but you're here now. That's what counts.
Another time, perhaps. And he'll walk out. You'll see, like, Theta's jaw is dropped.
Did I say something bad?
You? No. Him? Apologize?
Yeah, that kind of seems out of character.
Wow. Just wow. And she like takes another swig.
Yeah.
I guess I never really considered what it would do to him either. It's been my goal. That's been his life.
Yeah.
I mean, you should see. You don't know dedication until you see that man.
Oh, trust me, I can imagine.
Well, he said another time. That's hopeful. And she'll kind of give you a grin.
It is hopeful.
Besides, we're kind of out of alcohol.
Yeah, I can get more. But have I ever told you about Cyber Conclave?
No. Was that a bunch of Borgs? Oh, right. Touchy topic.
Well.
Hey, did you know she was out shopping the other day, Anna? Looking for a way to get her, well, friend back to a normal body.
Mm-hmm.
Weren't you trying to do something similar?
Yeah. So I brought them up.
She kicks back.
I completely sympathize with Dad. Because you know who Cyber 6 is, right?
Of course.
Yeah, that's his people. We went there in hopes of fixing him because he was really badly injured. But they found out that Hart was able to stabilize him and actually improve some of his tech a little bit to keep him alive. And so they captured her. And they took her arms.
So that's how.
Yeah. That's why I was trying to search for sort of the same thing.
You know, I give her credit. She showed me once.
Hmm?
We were talking about you. That one puts on a brave face for such a, I don't mean to sound mean, innocent person.
No, you're right. She's completely innocent. You know, they tore her out of our hotel room. Well, sort of hotel room. The place we were staying. We were 5 miles up. Tore her out of the window. And started careening down. You know what I did? I jumped out. 5 miles up. I'd do anything for her.
She nods.
But damn if I have absolutely no idea how am I going to fix this.
And she shakes her head. You sound a lot like Dad.
Yeah. That's why I said I can sympathize.
Well, maybe I can talk to Dad. Heard once from a Corsair, old buddy of Dad's, before he, well. Anyway, he said that, when you live your life for a purpose and you get accustomed to that, and that purpose is suddenly ripped out from under you, sometimes the best thing is to find another purpose, something you can relate to. Maybe getting new arms for family friend, and she kind of eyes you. Daughter-in-law might do him some good.
Well, yeah, that's the idea. Hopefully.
So you do
What?
want to marry her?
Absolutely. Is that even a question?
Well, obviously. Maybe a little drunk, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. She's good for you. Think.
I think.
And then she'll nod. I should probably go check on him.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
I'll put the gun range away.
She'll nod. Get up, stagger a little bit. Make it out of the room.
Mm-hmm. And so that's how he spends the two days. Just hanging out. That was nice.
Chillax.
That was nice.
Yeah, there would be one more thing that you would learn. Probably that night while you guys are in bed. It's one of those weird things. You're exhausted, you're tired, you've been through hell, but you get into bed, you just kind of lie there, and sleep has a hard time finding you. And you hear quietly, Isaac, you awake?
Yeah. What's up?
I'm glad Kid did what they did.
I am too.
He hurt Pa.
Yep. Not only him, but other people.
Does that
Several.
make me bad?
I don't think so. In fact, I think Pa would be happy.
She doesn't say anything else. Just eventually drifts off to sleep.
If that's the case, if he's having a hard time sleeping, he'll probably stay up and start going through the data that we collected from Ma.
Gotcha. I'll have to get back to you on that. It's going to take you quite a bit of time to get through.
That's fine. But I'm trying to hopefully figure something out, like either some way to grow replacement arms or something like something that direction, or take away the pain of using them.
Roll an intelligence check.
Well, let's see how I do. 13.
Not bad.
Yeah.
You read it for 6-7 hours and realize that Mother tried all kinds of experiments and all kinds of things, but one of the things she was most proud of, one of her abilities that she was the most fond of, was quite an accident, or at least unintended. Her children, many of them, developed the ability to morph their body, change their attributes, grow gills or wings, or harden their skin. And the way they did this was not by changing cells that were already there, but by their body very quickly growing and replacing limbs and cells. it is a regenerative capability that the children have. It's like their entire body is made of some form of super stem cell. And when triggered in a certain way, it can grow into harder skin or wings. And when it's no longer needed, the cells can revert back to a neutral state. You're not sure. It would take a lot more reading.
Yeah.
But it's very possible those cells could hold some clue or key to helping Heart. They are completely neutral cells.
Perfect.
So, with that, guys, I think it's a good place to end the session. We have a few things that I would like you guys to talk about or consider. One of them, namely, being it's about 3 weeks before the date arrives when you're supposed to smash the plates. You obviously have a bit to do before then, but one of the big things that I would like you guys to, or some of the big things I'd like you guys to kind of discuss so that we have an idea going into the next session. What's the plan with the 2 Lucases and the plates? Do we have a strong idea of what you intend to do? General plans of how you want to go about this. Namely, Sigma 7 still got 6 billion people on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But does it have to be Sigma 7?
Just a good question. And honestly, it's difficult to answer. You've asked it before, and the answer has kind of been, we really have no idea.
Yeah.
Because no one's ever done this before. You're in uncharted territory. The closer you get, the safer it is. But does it have to be Sigma 7? Who could possibly answer that? No, it doesn't have to be. But no one knows for sure.
Yeah, and also that's like 6 billion new lives that are essentially going to continue where they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The safest thing from what Cyber 6 has theorized, and Vector mentions like, would be to somehow get everyone that was on Sigma 7 somewhere else, somewhere where they'll never be seen, so that when it happens, everyone just assumes 6 billion people. But 6 billion people, that's an entire planet. That's not an easy task.
Shit. Oh, shit. We already have this technology. We already have this technology available to us.
Well, Kid can only kill so many people.
No. What the fuck?
God damn.
No.
Okay. Gonna come at me like this.
Guys, please. What did we just do to that building?
But that's like a
that's shifting
building.
it into an alternate place. If we had enough of those, and if we were able to set it for like several hundred years in a different place, and just left the signs of shit exploded, the same kind of thing would happen. And then they're turned off several hundred years later.
I will say there is a small problem with that. Sigma 7's still around. It's just a radiated wasteland.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we'll figure it out.
You might be on the right track. Anyway, planet doesn't even have to be Sigma 7. I want you guys to just figure out your next step. And like I said, it's hard to give you direction here because you're really in uncharted territory. No one knows.
Yeah.
You're just going to have to do the best you can. So, we'll join next week. I think we can't do it on Thursday. We'll probably try and do it on Wednesday if everyone's available. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But I will see you all next week.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.